fine until I click the record button. I'm gonna move this a little bit. There we go. Alright, welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. I've got a trunk here with a vinyl flappy handle. I think the other one, I think these ones in this era are made by Tara, which I don't know if it's a division of Mattel or not. This is a 1992 Sparkle Eyes Barbie fashion trunk. Now this is Sparkle Eyes Barbie here, but she's wearing one of the Sparkle Eyes fashions. And the trunk was made to hold a whole bunch. It was made to hold 2 dolls, a rack of accessories, and a whole fleet of fashions. And I've pulled the guts out and strung it to hold 6 dolls. It's got a plastic switch lock case. This one has a little bow shape instead of an ellipse. Yeah. So I've been trying to get through some of my other skippers so I can talk about the ones that I keep in here. I did have this one when I was younger. This is a replacement. The other one went away with most of my collection and had been dirtied and used and whatnot. So this one is fresh and clean. Now these are 2018 Babysitters Inc. skippers. In 2010 they changed skippers body mold. And I have some of those in other cases, which I don't think I've shown yet. I should probably get one, but I don't feel like it. So this was the 2010 skipper body, and she looked roughly like this, but with a closed mouth smile. This is... Now, what they do these days is they don't give the friends any names, which is really irritating, and I hate it a lot. She's got like ratchety hips and swivel arms and a swivel head, but she has no torso functionality. And I hate when they sit like this. The 1987 skipper body is so much more posable. This is frankly not that much more posable than a doll from the 60s, and it's a little disappointing. Their legs don't bend, they don't really do much. But they do have nice faces, which is useful. So this one is like a Hispanic friend. She's using the same head mold as the Caucasian skipper 2018, and she's got a little mole there. She's brunette, and she has golden eyes. This is the skipper. She came in a set with a little toddler doll that I put somewhere else. Where did I get her pants? She came with a mini skirt. I think I stole her pants from this doll in the red behind her. So this is Skipper. The new skippers have a little shock of dyed hair. This one purple, obviously. And she's got the new smiley mold. She's got blue eyes and pale, lighter skin. This one is unusual because out of all the new skippers I have, this is the only one who's got 2 straight arms. I guess she was a babysitter and came with a toddler and a stroller. This one is also using that same face. And she has freckles and blonde, strawberry blonde hair. Was I even holding that in front of the camera? I gave her Hot Stuff Skipper's sunglasses and also her shorts because she needed some underpants. This is a very similar head mold and is an Asian girl, slightly different nose, and I will zoom in on these when I get done talking about them. She was wearing something completely different. I've redressed her. She's wearing 1995 Traveling Sister Stacy's little plaid shirt. She's wearing this. Let me undo her shirt here so I can show this. Hold on. They're thin enough that they can wear vintage skipper clothes. So this is 1965 or 66, What's New at the Zoo skipper dress. I tried to get her vintage shoes, but the flats would not fit on her feet, so she's got modern Barbie shoes on that I bought. And a ribbon, and then a modern Barbie headband. So I will, and again, I will zoom in on these faces with the camera when I'm done talking about them, and why I've been so excited. They hold cell phones too. They have cell phones. This is the African American face. This doll came with like a rainbow dress. She's got like a slightly different sculpt, a similar smile here again. She's wearing her shoes that she came with, but she's wearing a 1973 quick curl skipper dress. Some of them came with a white bow. This one has a black bow. And again, because they're very thin, they can wear vintage skipper clothes. And for the original skipper, this would be ankle length, but for her, it's like calf length. And I actually like her better in this than what she came with. Sometimes it just takes a little messing about to get them into the right energy. Now this is the male friend here. It's not even dignified with a name. His head moves a little bit. It's very squishy. It's like similar body. He's got a new body. Let me see, is it dated? Yeah, it's dated 2017. So they're all using the 2010 body, and he's using a new body, the legs of which have never been seen before. His legs aren't really that posable. They only go out a little bit. Does he sit? His pants are too tight, but he does kind of sit. Scrawny guy. So, again, it really infuriates me that they don't name the characters anymore. Like, if you're making a whole line of Skipper and her friends, why would you not name them? Let me zoom in now that you've seen the whole deal here, and I'll get in on their faces some more. Now, because these new dolls don't have names, I've taken it upon myself to give them names, even with some of the fashionista dolls too. And I use names that have been used before. Now, in the 90s, when they made Skipper taller and thinner, till she was almost indistinguishable from Barbie, they stole... They had an African American version called Nikki, who used the same head and body mold as Skipper. And because they stole Nikki to be Barbie's friend as a name for like Barbie in the Dreamhouse series and all that, we can't really use it as a name for Skipper's friends anymore. So I had to go back to the older names. Now, I've done a couple of videos with the 1987 Skippers, with Teen Time Courtney and Totally Hair Courtney, so I am using that name again. So here's Skipper, right, with her... Okay, so here's Skipper with her fancy hair, and this one using the same mold here, the Hispanic or Latina, whatever they call it these days, Latina Skipper here. I'm calling her Courtney. Calling that one Courtney. That seems pretty well zoomed in. And this one, in the strawberry blonde, oh man, Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I remember now. This one I'm calling Scooter. It was Skipper's first friend in 1965, so it came in blonde, brunette, or redhead. Used a different head mold than Skipper, but I'm calling her Scooter. Had to pull from the names of her few friends. Is that? It's hard to tell if she's in focus. And then for... Let me bring in these two here. Her African American sister here, and her Asian sister here. Let me get her in there so their faces are a little bit aligned. Ah, they're so cute. I love them. Okay, so in the 70s, when they made live action Skipper, which I don't have one of those bodies, she had a friend in 1971 called Fluff, who was a little blonde girl with like a little chipmunky face, and I think she had pigtails. And in 1972, she got a little tomboy friend with brown hair with the same little chipmunk face called Tiff. Came with a jeans and a skateboard. So I've called this one Fluff and this one Tiff. Because those are the names of Skipper's friends that are available to me. I think the only other friend that Skipper ever had was Ricky, and then her boyfriend Scott, and then her boyfriend Kevin. So this guy here, I've decided that he's also Kevin, because his hair is similar to the 1990s Kevin, who's made from 1990 to 1995. And he started out with this sort of similar hairstyle and brown hair, and by 1995 he was full douche blonde. Although he was blonde in 94 too, but he was like super douchey for Pizza Party Kevin. So I've decided that this is Babysitter Kevin. See, he looks really similar. Close enough for government purposes there. In 1979, Super Teen Scott had like rooted brunette hair, and he was like that like long 70s perm. It was bad. Ricky was like a little kid. He was like a little dorky kid. He was like, I think he might have been Alan's little brother. So I've taken it upon myself to name all of these guys based on actual existing names. I wish Mattel would fucking name their characters. It infuriates me to get a box that has no name on it, that just says Barbie. I'm like, could you try? They had all these good names that they used over and over again for 50 years. And then they were just like, nah, you don't deserve to have names. Well, the point is, you know, they want kids to have imagination, but people will pay a crap ton of money to get the same character in different varieties of hair color and makeup and stuff. I know I do. So it's part of collecting that they've taken away that makes me angry, and I don't like coming up with new names or trying to decide which character is a Kayla and which character is you know, a Theresa, or which character is trying to be Midge now. But anyway, I think the names work for these. And if I could stop. That's the only problem with these hollowy plastic ones, is they don't stand up very well. If you get one of the like heavy vinyl bendable leg dolls, sometimes they will stand up on their own. But what I find really intriguing is that these dolls, to some extent, will fit vintage, original 1960s, 70s, and 80s Skipper clothes, which is actually kind of nice. Like I said, I was able to redress her in stuff that is decades older than her, and she looks super cute. So that's the newest iterations of Skipper that I have. I never had a Kevin. I should go and get one. I need to go back and get one. He uses Kevin used the Jimmy Osmond body from 1977. Fun fact. And so did the Peter Pan dolls from 1993 and 1997. They also used the Jimmy Osmond body. Alright, so if you want to see more plastic crack, go ahead and check out the Adventures with Plastic Crack playlist. Is that in focus? I can't tell from here. I guess that's alright. If I don't shake it. No. Okay, that's gonna be a hassle. I'm just gonna prop it up on her. Face down in the gutter. Okay, so if you want to check out some more doll videos, check out that playlist. If you want to get a tarot reading or looking for information on buying some of my art that I've made from scratch, not just dolls that I've doctored, you can check out the description box of my infomercial video, or just ask me and I will get you information about merch and prints and actual art items. I have little chapbook packs, which is a little poetry book that's folded up from one piece of paper. There's little bits of art in there. It's like a little mystery pack to help with entertainment, synchronicities, and perspective shifts. And then I have the art stuff and the doll hobby stuff and the tarot stuff and the channelings and the astrology readings and the daily cards and the weekend pick-a-pile. So that's all going on, and we'll see you later. Bye.